Today on the show, I have the Executive Director of the Heart of Georgia United Way, John Draper. John, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Carol.
And I have seen John recently over there at the Celebrity Server at the Huddle House. That was a great night. Give us a little update on how that went.
Well, it went real well as far as our fundraising aspect of it. We pretty much raised the same amount as we did last fall when we had it. But it's always a lot of fun. It's almost like a reunion for some people. You see people you hadn't seen in a year or so, and it's really a beneficial thing.
Well, I know I had a big time. It was a huge crowd, and what they do is the people come and eat at the Huddle House, and then the tips that they leave go to the United Way. So it's a great way for people to have a fun night out. For people like me, I got to sling hash, they call it, and I really enjoyed it. But John never rests, and so now he is back with his next project, which also has to do with food, that's coming up this weekend. Tell us a little bit about the 8th annual Taste of Dublin.
This food deal's a bad habit, isn't it?
I know, it's good for me.
But we are having the Taste of Dublin tomorrow inside the Dublin Mall from 11 to 4. And it's always a tremendous amount of fun. We have a group of selected restaurants participating as food vendors, and then we have a variety of delightful entertainment with children from our community.
Well, I know it's always a fun day, and it's great at this time of year to get people out to the Dublin Mall because we want to try to keep as much of our Christmas spending money right before Thanksgiving at the Dublin Mall. But tell us a little bit about who's going to show up with the food. I know you sell tickets that seem to be fairly cheap, and you always get a good buy and good food. So just tell us who the vendors are that will be there this year.
Well, we've got a few brand new ones never participated before, and we're very excited about them. One of them being Bailey's Barbecue. It gives the community a chance. Maybe they've never tried their food, but it gives them a chance to check it out and see how much they enjoy it. And then we got one that's even more unusual, the Biltmore Inspirations. And this is a young lady that is starting up a little sideline business. And she's going to have products that are inspired by the Biltmore plantation. And she'll be having samples of her products, and plus she'll have on display some items that are not edible, but would be available through her. And we have Brewster's Ice Cream, Cake Art, the Cracker Barrel, Huddle House on Hillcrest, the Red Cross, Ruby Tuesdays, and Subway.
And then I see Papa John's. So I see Matt Hatchett as our state representative, so he's going to be there with the ice cream. And yesterday at Mother's Luncheon that Natalie Dupree attended, Beth Kramer had sent a cake for the silent auction, and it was absolutely gorgeous. She had made a dress, and then it had an apron on it with things stuck in the apron. It was really just a total work of art.
Well, yeah, they do a wonderful job down there. Of course, I hear a lot of people say, well, it's too pretty to eat, but I think you eventually give into it. You just got to eat it, too.
Well, that sounds like a lot of good food will be there. And also, I know the entertainment is always great, and I notice you have the Georgia Dance Explosion. That's from my hometown of Wrightsville, Georgia, with Joey Bailey, and they are always just a treat to watch. But you also have a lot of our school groups represented at different times. Go through and tell us who's going to be there.
Okay. We have Northwest Lawrence Elementary Little Raiders, Saxon Street Little Irish, Marie Baptist Church Children's Choir, the West Lawrence Middle School Singers, the Hillcrest Elementary Cheerleaders, the Southwest Lawrence Little Raiders, the Shamrock Cheerleaders from Susie Dasher, and as you mentioned, the Georgia Dance Explosion, the Dublin City Schools Jump Rope Team, and last but not least, the Dublin Middle School Band.
That is a great lineup, and that certainly cuts across the whole county and will bring a lot of people in on its own. And I noticed you have a new entertainment from 11 to 3:30 every 30 minutes.
Yes.
Something new. So you will definitely not be bored. You can walk around and buy the tickets. And how much are the tickets again?
Tickets are 50 cents a piece, and the vendors determine on what they're selling and how many tickets per item.
So you buy your tickets, and then you get to do, it's kind of like the Main Street Munchies, but it's at the Dublin Mall, and it is tomorrow, and there are these great groups that are going to be there. Now, why do you also need to go, even if it weren't such a fun time for you to get to eat and be entertained and see all these things? What is the purpose of this?
Well, it's twofold. It is a fundraiser for us. It doesn't usually create a lot of income, but I guarantee that every bit helps a little bit. But it's also an opportunity because we have all of our United Way agencies set up out there with tables and people to answer questions and distribute literature, and it gives the community an opportunity to learn more about what our United Way agencies are and what they do. And
well, and I see you have so many fantastic organizations that you help that are so good for our community. I know WINGS, the Women in Need of God Shelter, is such an important resource for the women and families in this community that are victims of domestic abuse that have absolutely nowhere else to go. This is a place they can go and find safety, and the United Way helps support that. Also, the Boy Scouts are supported.
Oh, yeah.
And we all know that, you know, the highest number of senators and astronauts and all these other lists come from the ranks of the Boy Scouts. I had 4 Eagle Scouts, so I love scouting. I think it's wonderful, and they help with that. This teen court is a wonderful idea, and you help with that as well.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the teen court, because I know it's important.
Well, it gives young people, and they don't necessarily have to be from Dublin, Lawrence County, if the crime, and we're talking about very minor things here, maybe like speeding or first-time shoplifting or something like that. It gives them an opportunity to go through the program, and then the judge will clear off that charge from their permanent record. So it actually gives the young people a second chance.
And that is a great opportunity with so many of our children that get into trouble. I also certainly don't want to leave out the Girl Scouts. I was a Girl Scout, so I want to mention that the Girl Scouts are represented, the Hospice of Lawrence County, the American Red Cross, so go give blood every chance you can. There's so many others that you help, but you can help by showing up tomorrow. It's Saturday, November 12th, that is tomorrow, from 11 to 4 at the Dublin Mall, and it will be a great day, so don't miss it. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you, I appreciate it.